same church, and it's amazing. Like, we'll just look at each other like, you've got to be stinking kidding me. That's what we were just talking about, and my preacher will just be talking about that. But the theme continues to be perseverance. And I am going through a little bit of health stuff right now, but I am not discouraged by that at all. You know what? I have to go in and I have to have some infusions and transfusions and things. But you know what? There are women and men sitting there with caps on their head with no hair, and they have to have chemo, and it just like is a moment I feel like the Lord saying to me, suck it up, Buttercup. You're fine. You're totally fine. Look what's going on with these other people. Get out there and persevere and just keep going. Just keep going into people's homes and blessing them and just giving them my love. That is what I have for you. And I want you to bloom where you were planted. And I just feel that so much. So I just want you to tell me, what do you believe is the definition of perseverance? What is it? Just tell me.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. What else?
Keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. What else? Anybody else have one? Those are good.
Surviving the hard stuff.
Yeah, surviving the hard stuff. Mm-hmm. What
Sometimes
else?
it's just a matter of saying, you know what, this too shall pass, this day will end, and tomorrow's a brand new day.
Tell them what your verse is.
My verse, and it seems like it's happened, and honestly, it's not even my favorite verse in the Bible, but it has been a recurring theme this past year, because actually April is when it started last year. So it's been the past year, and it's like at every milestone, it feels like the verse keeps either reverberating in my mind, or I keep seeing it somewhere, like on Facebook, or this time on my calendar. And it's when I have those times of doubt and just not sure that I can make it to my goal, or where I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be, it's like God tells me, be still and know that I'm God.
Yes.
Nothing is impossible for me.
Something that I tell Candina is, when you just don't know what to do, just do nothing. Just be still. And we've talked about that so much. And I believe, I teach my daughters that perseverance is to keep on keeping on with joy. I put that on the end. You've got to keep on keeping on, but do it with joy. I asked Mabry, she's 15, today. I said, Mabry, what do you think the definition of perseverance is? Because it had been just a little while since we talked about that. What's the definition of perseverance? And she said, just keep swimming. I'm like, yes, you're getting it. Yes, she is having a lot of tough schoolwork right now, and she's amazing at it. And she, in our homeschool group, she's doing something that's really out of her comfort zone. She is about to go before a judge, a real judge, and they're going to do a mock trial. And she has to speak and not have it memorized, but be able to speak against another homeschool group and defend something that's special to her. And it's tough, and she's got a lot of prep work to do. And she's 15, and I'm like, just persevere through it. I know you'll want to get up there and your knees will be shaky, but just do it. Just persevere through it, and you'll come out on the other side just so much stronger and so amazing. On my kitchen cabinet, I have some verses taped up, and they look terrible, but I don't care. But they're taped up, and I have one that's just one of my favorites, Galatians 6, 9, and 10. And let us not be weary in doing well, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not, is what it says. And what does that really mean? It's going to be hard sometimes. I'm going to be the one giving you the tough love tonight. I'm going to tell you, sometimes it's going to be hard. And you jewelers, I'm going to go ahead and prepare you. You're going to get a lot of no's, okay? You're going to get no's. Oh, my goodness. And when you get those no's, this is what I want you to do. I want you to call your mom in Premier, your grandma in Premier, and I want you to say, I got a no. And say, yes, you did. Keep going. Keep getting more no's. Go out there and ask everybody. You're going to get a lot of no's. But in the midst of those no's, you're going to get a whole lot of yeses, too. You just got to be brave and courageous and ask people. Gail Foster is one of my favorite Premier people ever, and she taught us years ago that there are 3 seasons in Premier. The first season is It's Not Worth It season. The second season is It's Worth It. And then the third season is I'm Not Worth This Much. So I want you're probably in the It's Not Worth It season. I want you to persevere, and I want you to get to the It's Worth It season. you know what? If you just keep on keeping on, no matter how slow, no matter how fast, you will get to that season of it's worth it. And when you get to that season, it's going to be something so special. Call your premier mom and say, I'm in the it's worth it season, and she's going to celebrate with you, and you guys can go out for a salad. So what are your goals right now in Premier? My goal in Premier, I'll just tell you mine, you tell me yours. I really want to achieve that entire line of free jewelry. I've got them a quarter of the way there. I want to get, I'm a third of the way there, but I'm getting the quarter line of jewelry. I want the whole line of free jewelry because that's just working my business. It's not crazy. It's just a very achievable goal. And so that's what I'm working for. And I'm also working for senior leadership. So those are my goals. What's your goals? Many of you are quick start. You two girls are quick start. Founders Circle. Yes. I've never, we've done Founders Club, but not Founders Circle. Yes. What's your diamond? One diamond. Absolutely. I believe these girls, you're going to be working together. Oh, Quick Start 6?
Oh, this girl's going to be like Jones Rookie.
That's right. Who else? Tell me your goals.
Emerald.
Emerald. Me too. Awesome. Who else wants to share a goal?
2 diamond.
2 diamond. Yes. Oh, she's so close. It's not even funny. Who else? Anybody else want to share?
Builder by Rally.
Builder by Rally. Oh my goodness. She's that far from it. That's awesome. Anybody else want to share? You know what? As you have goals, I will say that everything's not going to come just easy peasy, easy peasy. It's going to take a little bit of thick skin. It's going to take getting you tough. Because you know what? Sales, and that's what we're in. We're a service company. We call ourselves a service company, but we're in sales. And sales needs thick-skinned people. You could go and you could be on a line somewhere. You could be doing a job that is very comfortable and doesn't. You don't have to get out there and put yourself out there and really maybe have a little bit of rejection. But sales, you do a little bit more. So that's why everybody doesn't do this. It's hard. It can be really hard, but it's incredibly rewarding because you're working with people. Let me tell you who some of the best people that have just achieved, worked through, and have persevered more than anybody. That would be babies and children. Do you know what? That the Lord has not created us to be quitters at all. The Lord has created us to persevere. If a baby quit the first time that they could not sit up, or first time they couldn't stand up, or first time they couldn't walk, we'd all be laying in the floor somewhere. But a baby says, I didn't do it, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again and again and again. And finally they sit up, or finally they stand up, and finally they walk. You know what? When you do a booking activity, you might not be really successful the very first time. Keep trying it. Keep trying it. Keep trying it. If it's a tried and true booking activity, it will work. If there's something that needs to be tweaked, talk to your upline, and you can do it for them, and they'll help role play it. But just keep trying. Try a different one. After you've tried that one so many times, try a different one. Keep trying. Don't say, this doesn't work. I'm not doing it. I'm done. What about a child on a bicycle? They keep trying. It's natural to keep trying. It is not natural for us as adults to say, that didn't work. I quit. I'm done. That's not a natural thing at all. Keep trying. Now I'm going to tell you some of the most famous failures that I can think of. Okay? Have you ever heard of the man named Henry Ford? Yeah, absolutely. Founder of the motor company. And actually the founder of that assembly line that put cars out very quickly. Do you know that he had a company to go out of business? He did. He really did. It's just crazy to me that he was a failure at a company and he persevered. You ever heard of someone named Lucille Ball? I love her. I love her. I love Lucy. She was told that she had no talent and that she should leave drama school. Did you know that? What about Walt Disney? He was fired from a newspaper for lack of ideas. Walt Disney? What? I can't even take it. Do you know Dr. Seuss? I don't know his real name, but Dr. Seuss was rejected by 27 publishers. My word. Steve Jobs, I've heard it Jobs, either one, but it's Steve Jobs. He was fired from Apple at 30 years old. What? And then Oprah, she was told that she was not fit for TV, and she was fired as a news anchor. Goodness gracious, they persevered. This man is somebody that I talk about a lot, Harlan Sanders. Do you know who Harlan Sanders is? Do you know who he is? Who is he?
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders, KFC. Do you know that he was told 1,009 times no on his chicken? He went different place, and cooked chicken for different people with his original recipe that I think rocks, by the way. And he was told, nah, no thanks, no. 1,009 times before he got one single yes. What in the world? I think after 20 times I've thought, maybe my chicken's not good. Maybe it's just me. 1,009 times? That's a lot, guys. He's persevered. He became KFC's founder. That gets me right there. You know what? Sometimes I do have jewelers, and you will all too, call and say, I can't get any bookings. I say, how many people have you asked? Well, I've asked 4. You know what? Come to me when you've asked 1,009 times. You know, you keep asking. We'll talk about what you're saying, but 4, 6, 20 people, yeah, you're gonna get. I've had a lot of no's. I've had a lot of no's. I'm starting my 9th year this month. Amber's had a lot of no's. Maria's had a lot of no's over the year. And you know what? We just keep on asking, and we just get thicker skinned, and we just say that's okay because we don't take it personally at all. I want to share this with you. Failure provides you with a great opportunity to decide how much you really want something. Will you give up? Will to dig deeper, commit more, work harder, learn, and to get better. In 4 years, I want to see you still in this room, coming to training. I want to hear that you're talking with your upline, you're sharing ideas, and you'll probably be promoted by then also. Thank y'all for coming. It's been a great night.